We got a job for us this weekend. One of those deals where you have an idea and get into it and like, oh boy. We're going to underground all of our downspouts. So take our downspouts underground and out away from the house so we don't have moisture up on next to the house. So got a mini excavator for the weekend, got a bunch of pipe and a bunch of fittings. So we'll be busy this weekend. All the pipes for the downspouts. This perforated corrugated pipe is to create some kind of French drain. Because when we built our house, we wanted some kind of valley, swale to capture water coming down this hill and then out. It didn't work out that well, so I'm going to try to get some of that water out with a French drain. So that's what this pipe's for. We got a gravel pile left over, so I think we can use that up pretty good. This is Ryan again with Bluebird Homestead. We're on day 2 on our downspout project. First trench dug with some pipe laid all the way out there. This is just the first one. We got 4 more to do. I'm gonna have an under drain or a French drain coming along here. This is kind of a wet spot, so I'm gonna try to trench in a French drain that ties into our pipe here. Good there. Huh? We just have a mound here. We gotta get the mound out. Okay? I've dug a lot of this trench for a French drain, but we have our power line that crosses this French drain. Not our power line, excuse me, our water line coming from our well and our power for a well, somewhere in that area. So I've dug down a bunch, but now I don't feel comfortable digging more with the machine, so I'm gonna dig by hand. We don't want to hit the line. It takes a long time to do this, but it's better than waiting or having to repair or not having water. I guess I'd rather be on the safe side. Yeah, we're good here. That's good. We got I just gotta dig out the trench. I started on that end. No, excuse me, I started on that end. Tried to get some of this water drained out last night. And then I started again this morning there. And so now I'm at the end and I can't get it all up. Fabric, and then gravel, and pipe. The fabric keeps this sediment out of the pipe. Sediment gets in the pipe, and it'll just clog up and it won't work properly. So you wrap the stone and pipe with fabric.
So you bought fabric?
Yes, I got some fabric from Lowe's. It's a little different than what I have seen elsewhere, but I think it'll work. Maybe. It's called Sediment Shield. Problem is we gotta keep this really, it's already getting dirty. So the fabric I think was 36 inches wide, which is not very wide. It wasn't wide enough to really come up the sides of the ditch. So it was just all falling in on itself, dirt was falling in. So we pulled it all out, wrapped the pipe like you see here, and that will have to do. I think the better thing would have been to wrap the gravel and the pipe, but I think this will be fine. Alright, now I'm putting gravel in up as high as you can, still have some good grass on top, so maybe, I don't know, I think I'm staying down about 6 inches or so. Just create a good passageway for water to flow. Alright, I think that's looking pretty good. Go ahead and fill the rest of this and we'll be done with this. We can cover it up with dirt, move on to the next trench. So I got the rest of that pipe laid all the way to the end. I just cut a 45 on the end just so, I don't know, might be a little better so we don't hit it so bad with the mower. See that. Probably regrade a little bit around here just to tie it in. It should be fine. So that's the first one. We got the vertical pipe here. Kind of tricky measuring these because just, you have to do some finagling. So that dries a little bit. Put the glue on here. One thing to be aware of are these pipes have barcodes. So this piece is going to be, I have this piece being at least halfway above the ground. So you probably don't want to be looking at that barcode all the time, so make sure you put the barcode on the back. I failed to do that on one in the front, but you can kind of scrape it off. Anyway, it's just a little trick that I discovered. Now this one, this coupling is going to accept this, and it's not going to be glued in, so we can remove it later. So I don't want to put primer on this one because you probably don't want to see primer. So I'm only going to put primer here, and I'm going to be careful not to spill it and make a mess. So you gotta have to just do it carefully and make sure you knock your brush off so you're not dripping everywhere. And that's in the back. Alright, this is day 3 of putting the downspouts underground. Alright, I need to cut a downspout extension.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
You're not ready?
Yeah.
You all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm on the other side of the house. Can you see me?
Yeah.
I'm on the other side of the house, and I had to cut 11-inch vertical pipe to go from the downspout adapter and coupling to my 90 in the ground. This one's a little different because we're on a steep slope here. All the other ones are pretty flat. This one's really steep. So this vertical pipe's not going to quite be 100% vertical. It's going to be tilted a little bit. But for our situation, I think it'll be okay. I think it's going to be good. Now we're going to add some primer, purple stuff, and then we'll add the glue and glue this guy on. It dries really quick, so while you're waiting for that to dry, you can put your glue on your other piece if that one's already primed. And then you can go right on to the other piece. The primer's most likely dry. And push it in real tight. Oh, that one was tight. Prime it. Yeah, I was gonna adjust it. Alright, so I finished up our downspout project this weekend, and then a couple days later we got some rain. So I'm out here walking around in the mud, checking out how the water's flowing in these pipes. Oh yeah, look at all that. It's pretty cool to see it all at work. And we don't have any flooding in our yard anymore because it's all coming out the pipe. The one I'm most excited about is the one here in the front yard. And I did do that French drain, and then also the pipe from a good portion of the roof. So I reworked some of that swale, and now it seems like the water's coming around here a little better and flowing on down here on out through the field. Let's see what it looks like coming out of this pipe. Oh yeah, we got flow. It's muddy. Oh yeah, it's flowing out of here. Real nice.